Hi, class. It's me, Amanda, your professor, and I am giving you this small reminder video for our week where you are going to be delivering and then posting your introduction speeches. And I know that this speech can cause a bit of apprehension, so I wanted to make sure that I could walk you through visually some of the things that you may need to know. And hopefully, this will allow you to feel a little bit more at ease and a little bit more comfortable as you go through the process of not only preparing, but especially the process of planning your logistics for delivery of this speech. So let me go ahead, and all I'm going to do is share my screen with y'all real quick. I'm going to go into our classroom so that you can see a couple of the things that I wanted to remind you all of. So if you are in our module for our week, down here at the bottom, you will see reminders for recording and uploading your speech there to YouTube. And don't forget that this is a three-step process. First, you'll record your speech, and then you will upload it to YouTube, and then you will post that embedded link of your video on YouTube up into our class discussion board. If you have any questions about that reminder, first read this page, see if you can practice a few times even, and see if you understand what's going on. But if you were still confused after that, go ahead and give me an email, and I am happy to walk you through that process. The second thing that I wanted to make a note of is here, post-introduction speech videos and peer reviews. So if you click on this specific page, you will hopefully see that there's a couple different things to do on here. So this area is going to serve not only as a space for each of you to post your own introduction speech, but it also acts as the space where you will go in and you will provide feedback for each of the peers that you are going to evaluate this week. Now, if you remember from our first week of class, I talked to you a little bit about how the peer evaluations will work, and that you are going to be evaluating 3 of your fellow peers in this class. So just a reminder, down here, you have the entirety of those directions and how to evaluate your peers. Essentially, you are going to be you are going to be evaluating the 3 people who are following you on the list within this discussion board. So if I am Trenton, I'm going to evaluate Roxanne, Kimberly, and Francesca. But if I'm Heaven, then I'm going to do Trenton, Roxanne, and Kimberly. So staying in your own column. For example, Tyler will do Jiwon, Heaven, and Trenton. So you will simply follow that order for this speech. It will be a bit different for each speech so that you will have an opportunity to see a variety of speakers and the opportunity to evaluate a variety of your peers. Remember that this discussion board also has clear details about what to say to your specific evaluatees. Remember that we don't necessarily know all there is to know about public speaking. So for this speech, I'm asking you simply to reply and give them some positive feedback about maybe an area that you thought worked well, and potentially also identify anything that you have in common to try to build a little bit of that class commonality and bond. The other thing that I wanted to remind all of you of was that if you are recording your speech this week, you are going to need to have an audience present. Now, you do not need tons of people. You are going to need at least 3 others to watch you deliver that speech. You can have those people within your presence, if you will. So you can deliver it in your comfort of your own home or even in a classroom at school. All you need to do is turn your computer or whatever your recording device is around to show your audience, and then go ahead and turn the computer back to where you need it to be to make an effective recording, and then go ahead and begin your speech. The second option, if you do not have the opportunity to have people live and in person, is to in fact do your speech over a Zoom recording. That Zoom recording, what I'm asking is that you will pin yourself to make yourself the primary speaker, but you will also show the fellow peers that you have in your Zoom meeting so that I can see you do in fact have an audience there. The third option, which I mentioned in our orientation letter that I sent to you all, was that you do have the option also to record your introduction speech with me and a couple other peers from our class live and together. Now, this would be over Zoom, but it would be at a specific time. And if you see here, I have a schedule that is linked. If you go into our classroom area again, I am going to put that sign up link right on our homepage, so you'll be able to access it from there. But it links you to something called signupschedule.com/, you could even put in my name, Amanda Whitten, but again, you can link to it. If this seems like something that would be of interest to you, you are more than welcome to come sign up. It is going to be this Friday at 9 a.m. It's going to go from probably 9. It just depends on how many individuals we have. These time slots are not the time slot that you show up. You will in fact show up for the entirety of the 9 o'clock hour. I would say maybe 9 to 9:45 would be our time. At that time, you will be going, however, in this order that you have signed up. So keeping that in mind, this would be the order that you go. But the best part about this, which I think, is that you have the opportunity to deliver in front of a group of individuals in actual real time. And it's a group of individuals that you don't necessarily know so well. So this opportunity provides you with a more of a public speaking experience. But the second thing that it allows you to do is that I will record these videos for you. I will go ahead and put them up on the discussion board for you. But what I will do is once you sign up, I will take your name off of the peer evaluation list, because you can go ahead and just plan on evaluating the peers that are in our video group. Now, this works if we have at least 4 people who sign up. I've put 6 spots here. If there's more than 6 who want to do it, absolutely. And if you don't have a space, then just go ahead and let me know. Send me an email and I'll open up some more spaces. But if there's not more than that, I'll let our group know. But anyways, if you wanted to sign up by this Thursday, that would be ideal. Thursday night at 5 would be the best, but you can continue to go forward. If you think Friday morning, oh my gosh, I want to do it, and you want to just show up, absolutely. Where will we be doing this Zoom? Our link is on our homepage as well. I'm going to go back and friendly reminders for each of you. Write your speech with some brief notes, keywords, and phrases that guide you in what you want to say. You know you and trust yourself. You do not have to have everything written down, and you do not have to have everything said exactly how you, 1, plan, or 2, how you wrote them down for your notes. The best part of this practice of extemporaneous speaking, meaning speaking from a brief set of notes, but being fully prepared, is that it allows you that opportunity to think off the cuff, to go in a different direction if you need. And if you by happen to forget what you're talking about, it's okay, because you know essentially where you're going. And if you don't say it the same way, who cares? We don't have a script in front of us. The point is that you get your message across, and whatever way that comes about is going to be absolutely fine. Take deep breaths. And remember, this is simply an opportunity to get your feet wet, to get going in the class. And if you have that organizational structure down that we talked about, the introduction, a very clear preview statement, transition, body that supports and goes back to how this makes sense to you, draw it home with a conclusion, you are in great shape. And that is our first stepping stone, is simply getting you organized and getting your feet wet for delivery. I believe in all of you, and I'm so excited to watch your speeches. I am cheering you on, so you can have an imaginary audience, giving you a lot of positive support, and that was me. And I look forward to getting to know each of you a little bit better through your speeches. Take some time to explore our module and make sure that you are fully up to speed on recording, as well as signing up for speeches if you wanted to, and also how to post those to the discussion board. I hope you have a great rest of your week. Please feel free to reach out with any emails that have, oh, what am I saying? Please feel free to reach out with any questions that you have via email. I'll see you soon.